I came out to harvest sweet potatoes, but look at this, guys. I ended up just pruning back these tomato plants because they just won't stop. Look how much more tomatoes I have growing here, so I had to just top it off. I'm cutting all the tops off. As you can see, this is all gonna go because there's not enough time for this. So what I do, I just go and I clip. I just go in and I clip off all these sun leaves, clip off the tops with the flowers just like this. Sometimes there might be a small tomato on it, but there's no use in keeping that. It's late in the season, it's the end of the season, and so in order for these to go to maturity, I come in and I just pull all the dry leaves off, the dry branches. I prune it back. I'm going to cut all this right here off because that's taking energy from the plant. But this plant, I've harvested so much tomatoes from it, and this one is a Roma variety tomato that has put out so much fruits this year and still is. Look at that. Different stages of tomatoes on this one plant, and you can see it's a really old plant. I planted this from seed earlier on in the season, and I've made tomato paste, I've made tomato sauce so far, I've made salsa with it, I've eaten it in salads, and this tree just still want to push out fruits. But I'm going to go in and get rid of all these dry leaves, all the yellowing ones, because once it stays on the plant, like I said, I just dropped that one. Once it stays on the plant, it's going to remove much needed energy from the tomatoes that are on here. Look at that. Oh, Lord. There's another one here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This here is a different variety. This is an Amish paste right here. This might be a San Marzano, and this one's a Roma. Or this might be a Roma also. But this one here is a Dad Sunset, one of my favorites. I already went through and pruned up this one really well, and I just dumped the cuttings on this pile here. I'm going to remove it eventually. I'm still getting okras here and there on the plant, and food just still want to continue growing in the garden, which is good, but I know the cold snap is going to come in and hit it, and this is the reason why I'm out here just pruning these off, getting rid of all the excess growth that's not helpful to the plant. But at this point, it's not going to produce as much as it did earlier on in the season when the plant was young and vibrant and the days were longer. So this is just work that needs to be done in the garden for high production, for success in the garden. And all these dry pieces and all these cuttings that I cut off is going to go to the compost, so it's still going to go back to the land. It's going to feed the garden, feed the soil, feed the bugs and whatever is in the soil. So nothing is really going to waste. Alright, so after a really nice haircut, this is what the tomato plant looks like. Still a bunch of tomatoes on there. And it's September 17th, so we've had a good season. So I'll be able to save these, allow it to go to full maturity, and make another nice harvest of tomatoes this season. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time right here on Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle.